Alle ruhen sich bis zum Morgen im Lager aus.
It's a new day. Let's go meet up with everyone.
Gut, Schatten der Ungewissheit, sprechen wir mit den Leuten. Mal sehen, was jetzt als nächstes geschehen mag.
Hey, good morning.
I slept great last night. How about you guys? All rested up?
I'm fine, as usual.
Bei mir auch.
The path down the mountain is easier to follow in the daylight. Let's take this chance to head down to the base camp.
Let's go. If we make good time, maybe we can all get lunch together.
Also gut, gehen wir nach unten.
I flipped another insignia just outside the camp. Wrong again.
So your bad luck is all used up. We'll be down the mountain in no time.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Today's the day.
Oh no! Avalanche!
Look out!
Das kam wirklich im ungünstigsten Augenblick.
Traveler, Paimon, are you all right? Are you hurt?
Paimon's fine.
Alles in Ordnung bei dir?
That's good. My arm got a little scratched up, but it's nothing serious.
Jula?
I'm okay, but I don't see the other two. I'm afraid the avalanche may have pushed them off the cliff.
They fell down? They'll be okay though, right?
I think they're both robust enough to survive the fall. But if the falling debris knocked them unconscious, and they're lying there in the freezing cold, we have to get down there and rescue them, immediately.
Okay, let's move.
Hang in there, guys.
Tja, kein Problem. Wir springen einfach in die Ungewissheit hinunter. Sollen wir's? Jo. Einfach in die Ungewissheit hinunterspringen. Im Schlummerdrachental. So. Mal sehen.
Bennett, are you okay? Shout if you can hear me. Bennett!
A voice. Over there.
Bennett, is that you?
Guys, I'm over here.
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Let me check. I'm a little dizzy, but I'm not in any pain. I don't think I'm injured.
Thank goodness. Scared the life out of me.
If you're dizzy, sit and rest for a while. It's fine, really. This kind of thing happens all the time. I'll be fine. Thank you. Wait, where's Albedo? Isn't he with you guys?
We thought he fell off the cliff with you. He still hasn't shown up?
We found Bennett here, so Albedo can't be far away. Keep searching this area.
Got it.
Zeit also für ein bisschen Spurensuche. Suche nach Albedo. Schatten der Ungewissheit. Mal sehen. Sind wir hier richtig? Wir sind hier richtig. Nein, nicht so ganz richtig. Okay, ist das hier also die erste Spur?
No response. Are we definitely looking in the right place?
Es war die erste Spur gewesen.
Not here either. Let's check with the others.
Und wo bitteschön? Ah, da drüben sind die anderen. Wartet mal. Wenn wir, sag schon, in dieser Höhle hier sind, hatten wir hier nicht irgendwo einen weiteren Drachenzahn? Wie viele von den 10 haben wir jetzt eigentlich? Wenn ich mal so drüber nachdenke. Wie viele Zähne haben wir jetzt eigentlich schon mal eingesammelt? Materialien. Wir haben 3. Wie viele Materialien haben wir jetzt gebraucht, um einen Drachengradsspeer zu erschaffen? 3? Entziehe mit dem Drachenzahn Lebenskraft. Ah, wir brauchen 4. Schade. Schade, schade, schade. Mit etwas Glück hätten wir jetzt ja schon einen weiteren Drachengradsspeer vielleicht erschaffen können.
Well, any sign of him?
Not a trace. Nothing from me either.
Strange. We didn't have any luck either. Where could he have gone?
Everyone!
Ah, Albedo! Are you okay?
Hast du dich verletzt?
Nothing serious.
Okay, everyone accounted for. Guys, I think it's gotta be because of me. The avalanche only happened because I'm here. I guess flipping a treasure hoarder insignia isn't gonna change my luck after all. No wonder no one wants to go adventuring with me. I'm so sorry. Don't say that. I'm hardly the lucky type myself, so I'm not about to go blaming every little thing that goes wrong on you.
Exactly. Besides, Dragonspine is a dangerous place. Avalanches literally come with the territory. Bad luck has nothing to do with it, okay?
Was ist gerade passiert? War es wirklich ein Zufall?
Traveler, what's wrong?
Your face looks... Oh no, did you get hit on the head?
Nein, nein, nein. Keine Sorge, mir geht es gut.
Here.
Everyone, the incident is behind us now. We should keep moving.
Why do I feel that Dragonspine has become more dangerous than it used to be? I hope it's just my imagination. Our top priority now is to get off the mountain and regroup with the adventurers. Whatever further dangers this mountain has to throw at us, we must face them together.
Agreed. Guys, keep your eyes peeled and watch your step. Careful does it.
Ja, wir gehen mit Vorsicht hier weiter voran.
We've been heading in the right direction for a good length of time now. We must be getting close. I can feel it.
Victory is in sight! Hooray! As soon as we get to base camp, Paimon wants a bowl of hot soup and some barbecued meat.
I hope we can all get there safely. No more incidents, please.
Auf der ganzen Reise sind merkwürdige Dinge passiert. Irgendwas fühlt sich falsch an, aber was ist es?
What's on your mind? You seem a little distracted.
Es geht mir gut, es ist nur...
Something's up, isn't it? Are you hungry? Cold? Shall Paimon hug your head to warm you up?
Ich weiß es zu schätzen, Paimon.
I don't think I've spent so much time on Dragonspine before. It sure is cold, but the view is amazing. Isn't it, Eula? Eula?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
I was just thinking. Whenever I've met up with you at Dragonspine in the past, we always stick to the same few spots. It's much more vast and beautiful here than I realized.
Ansichtssache.
If it were a little warmer and a little safer, I bet this place would be bustling with visitors.
Juna sah aus, als würde sie auf etwas achten. Könnte sie das gleiche bemerkt haben wie ich?
I agree. People are put off by the cold and have an aversion to danger. They don't realize that there is much to explore beneath the icy exterior, if you were willing to spend the time and energy. Albedo, is this the way down?
Yes.
I think there are several routes in this area. Does the path fork off here? It looks like it does. But maybe it doesn't. My head's still a little fuzzy from the impact.
I'm kinda dizzy too. I keep thinking things are swaying a little. Maybe I'm just hungry.
Either path will work for us. The smaller trail is less worn and harder to see, but it's also shorter. Since everyone is weary, I suggest we take the shortcut. Follow me.
Das ist jetzt wirklich ein bisschen komisch. Wir wissen jetzt eigentlich auch wirklich nicht, ist das jetzt, der richtige Albedo oder der Doppelgänger? Alle folgen Albedo nach vorn. Aber die Ungewissheit besteht. Weiterhin. Na, geht's jetzt weiter?
Wait.
Ja, wir warten.
Bennett and Amber don't look well. Can we take a break? We can continue once their conditions have improved. Ugh. Now that you mention it.
Huh?
You hit your head earlier, didn't you?
Oh, you noticed. Are you sure it's worth holding everyone up over a little thing like this?
No problem at all. Health and safety always come first.
Ja, lasst uns eine Weile ausruhen.
Okay. Sorry for this. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Irgendwie sieht diese Gegend jetzt auch danach aus, als würde gleich hier ein Bossfight stattfinden. Wenn ich erst sag, so die hintere Fläche da so sehe. Viel zu groß. Irgendetwas wird hier wohl gleich geschehen. Mal sehen. Was sagt... Außerdem ist da drüben auch so ein komischer Sockel. Und da drüben wäre auch der Weg zur Kryopostase. Warte mal, das ist doch eigentlich auch der Weg zur Kryopostase. So ungefähr. Obwohl, nee, das hier war eigentlich der Weg... bis da mit den Bossfights gegen den Fluxeisbaum gewesen. Interessant. Okay, zuallererst sprechen wir mal mit... Oh, wir können überhaupt nicht mit Albedo sprechen. Das bedeutet dann wiederum... Warte, mit Jula können wir auch nicht sprechen. Ah, das bedeutet dann wirklich, dass gleich hier irgendwas Schlimmes geschehen wird. Dann ist es wirklich gut, dass wir unsere Lebenspunkte jetzt erstmal ein bisschen regeneriert haben.
Drinking some water can help with the dizziness. Oh, and lying flat on your back helps too.
Thank you, Bennett. Seems like you really know your stuff.
Well, when life gives you lemons. Bennett, weren't you feeling dizzy too? Stop pushing yourselves, both of you. Get some rest. We'll continue when you've gathered your energy.
Yula might come off as a little frosty, but she takes caring for her friends super seriously, more than anyone else I know. Every time I see that look on her face, I'm just like, ah, stop staring at me.
Okay, Jula, jetzt bist du an die Reihe.
Traveler, I know what that look means. What's on your mind?
Ich habe die ganze Zeit so über ein ungutes Gefühl. Die ganze Sache hier kommt mir wirklich ein bisschen spanisch vor.
Maybe seasoned veterans have an instinct for it. I sense it too. Something seems to have changed, but I can't confirm for sure. It could be difficult to verify.
Was könnte es sein? Albedo?
It might be imprudent to speculate out loud, but I believe you know what I am referring to.
Ja, das stimmt.
Traveler.
Oh, verdammt nochmal. Das war jetzt die Lache eines Schurken. Ja, das war jetzt das Lachen eines Schurken. Das ist Fake Albedo. Ich habe recht behalten, oder?
You.
Vorsicht! Das ist das Original.
It's not over yet.
Das nenne ich mal eine ziemlich große
Brace
Pflanze.
yourselves. This'll be a challenge.
Stay back! I'm going to cut this weed down to size.
Verdict is...
There is no escape.
Alter Schwede. Das nenne ich mal... Was ist das hier?
This is order. Stabilize.
Warte mal, Teufelsessenz? Okay, da habe ich jetzt irgendwas... Okay, das Teil...
Stabilize. Emergency countermeasures start.
Wie viel Teufelsessenz hat denn das Teil?
Shine down. Ready, steady, go.
Hä?
Solidify. Order guide you.
Illusion shattered.
Okay, okay, okay.
Stabilize.
Die Teufelsblume ist jetzt wirklich ziemlich interessant.
Stabilize. I will have order. Gather.
Torn to oblivion!
Okay, das läuft doch jetzt.
I'll protect us.
Einigermaßen besser als erwartet. Aber ich bin jetzt gleich mal auf die Erklärung gespannt. Wie er sagt, diese komische Teufelsblume zustande kam.
What in the world was that thing? One moment it was human, the next it was a plant.
Is everyone alright?
We're fine. But can you please tell us what's going on? I don't understand.
I take it this monster is whom I had the pleasure of meeting last time.
Correct. As you might have guessed, this is a mutated whopper flower. An extremely rare kind.
But can whopper flowers turn into humans?
Not typically, but conditions on Dragonspine are far from typical. Perhaps the dragon's blood seeped into the land, then was passed to the monsters via the ley lines, accelerating their rate of mutation.
How could that happen?
This mountain is home to the remains of Durin, the venomous dragon. If there is anywhere in the world one might expect life to do unfathomable things, it would most likely be here. Durin was an artificially created life form. Its existence is nothing short of a miracle, and proof of countless possibilities. In other words, this mountain we stand on is a cradle of life's profoundest mysteries. A vast and terrifying hotbed of possibilities.
The avalanche. It must have been the work of this imposter.
Das denke ich auch.
Agreed. All the other troubles you faced on the way down could also have been its handiwork. My guess is that it was targeting everyone that I've had contact with.
Die Alchemie-Notizen wurden auch von der Blume geklaut. Aber weshalb?
Right, I forgot all about that.
It's not inconceivable.
But what was its purpose? Was it just trying to get rid of us?
I have a preliminary hypothesis on this. Whopper flowers are masters of mimicry, and those we encounter in the wild often appear in the vicinity of the plants they impersonate. In other words, the whopper flower likely has an instinct to replicate and replace. As a plant, it will disguise itself as another plant and infiltrate the group, hiding among them for cover. The plant being imitated has no way to detect or fight back against this behavior. But when it disguises itself as a human...
It wanted to replace you and infiltrate our group?
Yes. Maybe it created the avalanche to get rid of us. I predicted this eventuality, so I availed myself of the avalanche to hide and lure it out. It was watching us the whole time, and when it saw that I had disappeared, its instinct was to take my place. At that point, its disguise was complete, and its next move was to hunt its prey.
Yes, that's exactly how whopper flowers operate.
So when it approached and attacked Joel, what was that? A trial run?
Perhaps. Or maybe it enjoyed posing as a human, and wanted to experience what it felt like to be human.
We're fortunate to have discovered it in time. I think the Traveler was the first person other than Albedo to notice something was wrong.
Tja, Jula ist auch scharfsinnig.
Traveler, how could you tell the real me and my imposter apart?
I want to know too. I had no idea the other guy was an imposter. They looked exactly the same to me.
Nun denn, das haben wir erst im Nachhinein gesehen. Aber es stimmt, der Doppelgänger hatte keine Sterne am Hals.
I see. It goes to show how difficult it is to impersonate a human. This mutant whopper flower tried its best to replicate the original exactly, but still managed to miss some details.
Unbelievable. To think that Dragonspine creates such terrifying possibilities.
Das Dasein der Vaniloka scheint Sinn zu haben, aber irgendwas ist auch komisch. Könnte es sein, dass der Doppelgänger, den ich an jenem Tag auf der Jagd nach dem Dieb getroffen habe, auch dieser war? Es scheint mir nicht genau das gleiche Gefühl zu geben. Könnte es sein, dass die Veränderung der Vaniloka auch unbeständig ist?
Anyway, at least we won in the end. It looks like my method did work after all. I used up all the bad luck, and the good luck finally came through.
About that. If you're referring to having fallen down the mountain and avoided injury, well, that's because I was secretly protecting you.
Huh? Well, that still counts as good luck to me.
Yes, that's not an unreasonable way of looking at it. Okay. We've been delayed long enough. Time to move on.
Yeah, let's go.
Ob das jetzt wirklich so... Oh, was jetzt? Achso, wir sollen jetzt zum Abenteurerlager zurückgehen. Aber ob das Ganze jetzt auch wirklich so einfach ist, wie es jetzt hier dargestellt wird? Ich weiß ja nicht. Aber ein weiterer Kampf gegen diese Vaniloka wird auf jeden Fall auch noch kommen. Und merkt euch meine Worte, das ist dann sicherlich mal wieder ein Spieler-Event. Wo man, sagt, mit 3 anderen Spielern zusammenarbeiten muss. War ja damals mit einem Fluxeisbaum ja auch nichts anderes gewesen.
Woohoo! I'm back!
Cyrus doesn't seem to be here. He must have headed up the mountain. Let's wait for him here.
Amber, are you feeling better?
Yep, all good now. Nothing to worry about.
I don't know what I'd do without you guys. If not for you, I'd probably still be locked up in that cage. I really want to thank you all properly, but I can't think how at the moment.
Huh? You must be pretty used to being on the receiving end of people's kindness by now, though, surely. You probably need it often enough, given your... situation.
Come on, don't put it like that. Sure, plenty of people have shown me kindness before, but that doesn't mean I will ever take it for granted. No matter how many times people help me out in life, I will never forget any of them.
Well, instead of repaying those who helped you, perhaps you could help others yourself. Everyone meets others in need from time to time. By choosing to be there for them, you're passing the kindness you received on to others.
Yep, you're right. That's what I've always tried to do, and will always continue to do. Right. And when Cyrus gets back, I'll find some way to help him out too.
This has been quite an eventful day.
Yeah, it has. It's really hit me how tired I am now that I've started to relax.
I need to rest. Everyone, please excuse me for a while.
Yeah, I need to get some water and maybe a piece of fruit. Once I'm rested up, I need to get back to being an instructor again.
Well, it looks like the curse of the mountaineers who couldn't get off the mountain is finally broken. Feels like an action-packed chapter has come to a close. Shall we find somewhere to rest and chat too?
Why not? Then please, come with me.
Tja, tatsächlich gibt es etwas zu sagen. Weil die Alchemie-Notizen sind ja immer noch nicht aufgetaucht.
You sensed something too, didn't you? Then let's go.
Huh? Are you going back to your camp again? Paimon thought maybe we could talk here.
Paimon, los.
Okay. Might as well come with you.
Good. Shall we set off right away?
Klar. Du folgst Albedo zu einem Lagerplatz in den Bergen. Und dann wird erstmal hier noch ein bisschen gequasselt.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you?
Sorry for bringing you back here once again. Some topics are best discussed in private.
Is this about the imposter?
That's right. have to say, Traveler, I'm very surprised you noticed the difference between me and the imposter.
Meinst du das am Hals?
Yes. This mark. Perhaps it's where it all began.
Ooh, sounds like the beginning of a big story. Keep going.
Well, I can't deny that what I'm about to say does sound like something from a children's storybook. So, what do you think this diamond-shaped mark means?
A tattoo? A crest? Something else?
Eine Narbe?
No. Consider it a birthmark. Have you ever seen an intricate glass ornament and wondered how it was made? Well, one method for crafting with glass is a technique known as glass blowing. Glass blowing is not a widely known art in Teyvat. For this reason, glassware made in this way is usually very expensive. As the name implies, glass blowing involves blowing air into a hole, much like blowing up a balloon. This type of glassware is known for having a pontil mark at the point where the blowpipe was inserted, where the hole was sealed at the very end. This mark is a sign that the item was crafted by a human hand.
Sounds kind of amazing.
It is a wondrous and beautiful art form. Alice says that these marks are seen as proof of the maker's fine handiwork, the only flaw in an otherwise perfect work of art. My mark is something similar to this. The difference between synthetic and natural life lies in the directional flow of the life force. The energy of a natural life form flows out from within. That's why flower buds bloom and curled leaves unfold. And it's the very reason we watch and wonder at blossoming flowers. Creating life artificially, on the other hand, involves, to a certain extent, the introduction of an external source of energy into the embryonic life form. When the hole where the life force was infused is sealed at the end, it leaves a mark not dissimilar to the pontil mark in blown glasswares. The alchemical substance drips and spreads out in all directions, resulting in this rather ingenious diamond shape.
Wow. So that's where it came from.
This mark is a sign of my artificial origins, and proof of my imperfection as a human. I presume that the imposter intentionally avoided replicating this mark, so as not to become less than perfect himself.
Ist es kein Problem, mir all das zu erzählen?
You are fundamentally different from other people. I have few qualms about sharing my secrets with you. Just as Paimon said, it all sounds like a story. Even if you were to tell anyone else, they would regard it as nothing more than a tall tale. The transcendent and miraculous are not the only things to which human beings aspire. They pursue the everyday, the ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever imagined.
Deshalb gibt es auch das Anderssein.
People like to believe that those who are thoroughly different from themselves could only ever exist in stories. It makes things much easier. Or, in other words, all the unfathomable things we've seen recently would make good material for a novel. I have friends who write novels. If they wrote this story, it'd probably be even more complex.
Making up stories is easy. Even Paimon can do that.
Oh. I didn't know you had that kind of talent.
Paimon's the best guide in Teyvat. Making up stories is a piece of cake.
In that case, how about we have a storytelling contest? We can base our stories on the events of the last few days.
Sounds great. But we still have to help out the Adventurers Guild.
I understand. Creativity is something that cannot be rushed. Take your time, and come back when you have found some inspiration. We'll see whose story is more compelling.
Deal! Okay, we'll regroup with the Adventurers Guild for now.
Sure.
Und damit wäre, glaube ich, der zweite Akt vorbei.
My story. Yes, I should have known. Master's failed specimen in the dragon's belly. This is where the story truly begins. if we switched places? If you were the survivor? Then as the abandoned experiment, the failure of the primordial human project, I'd want to replace you too. I would replicate your appearance, study your alchemy, and create miraculous life forms to divert your attention. I would wait for the right moment, then dispose of you and the Traveler, the sole person to have known your secret. And then, I could finally experience the joy of being brought into the world.
Okay, das war jetzt ein ziemlich interessantes Ende für den zweiten Akt.